Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit, Local 4 News at 5 starts now.
A mother drives by a crash and a nightmare scenario plays out in real life.
And I kept yelling at him, please don't stop breathing, please don't die.
It was her own son, lying on the ground, critically injured.
A family heartbroken after their toddler is killed in yet another freeway shooting here in Metro Detroit. Coming up, the powerful message from the family that they want all Michigan drivers to hear.
All right, Grant, we're going to begin, though, with the weather. All eyes on Storm Tracker 4 with the threat of severe storms over the next several hours.
Round 1 of storms moved through this morning. Now we're just waiting to see if we get round 2.
Start things off here at 5 with Ben.
Yeah, guys, it's a pretty narrow window between now and about 8 o'clock. That's really the only time that we're looking at to see these thunderstorms pop. So far, they haven't. They may not entirely, or we may see a few as we head into the early evening. But as of right now, those chances are pretty low. We still have a marginal risk for at least the northern half of the area. Slight risk, so that's a little bit higher down there in the south zone. But so far, all the activity has been south of us in western parts of Ohio. You can see that area of thunderstorms. That's a confirmed tornado on the ground there in western Ohio. So we're going to keep our eyes peeled at least through about 7, 8 o'clock tonight. Then we're dry for the remainder of the night. Things do start to change for the weekend, so we'll continue to keep our eyes on tonight's threat. You can watch it too in the local forecasters app. It's got all that you need to know with tonight's storms and the 10-day forecast. Find it in your app store by searching WDIV. Guys?
Okay, Ben. Our other top story tonight, Detroit Interim Police Chief James White had an update in the past hour in the freeway shooting last night that took the life of a 2-year-old little boy and injured a 9-year-old.
It's just a horrendous story. He says his officers are doing everything they can right now to find the shooter.
I will tell you that this has just broken the hearts of all of us in the police department. The officers, many of the officers that responded are still at work. We've had to make some of them go home. We've got officers dedicated to assisting the Michigan State Police in this investigation, and they're not going to stop until we make an arrest.
Meantime, the kid's father, who was in the car with them last night, spoke with our Grant Herms in hopes of sending a message, not just to the shooter, but to anyone who will listen. Granny wants his son to be remembered.
He does. You know, it's impossible to describe the kind of pain this family is in right now, but they were gracious enough to talk to us, and they say they want their son's life, his memory, to give pause to the next person who decides to pull a gun while driving on a Michigan freeway.
He was so smart. He was, I would bet my last dollar that boy was gonna be special.
2-year-old Bryson killed in a freeway shooting.
And I hear this doom, 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 doom. I seen somebody hanging out the window with a gun.
Bryson was shot after a stranger in a car opened fire on his dad's pickup truck. The family driving home from basketball practice Thursday night, their 9-year-old son BJ was shot in the arm and is okay. Bryson shot while still in his car seat. His dad, Brian, forced to pull off the road at McNichols.
Applied pressure to his wound. I don't wish this on my worst enemy.
Bryson was known for brightening someone's day. His smile and his laugh taken too soon.
Loving, happy, you're full of life,
Full of life.
Light up a room.
Bryson is the latest and potentially youngest victim of yet another Metro Detroit freeway shooting. His family wanting their son, now a child forever, to be a lifelong reminder of the cost of such senseless violence.
If he can be the face of freeway shootings, I'm fine with it. Long as it's, something's done about it. If my son has to be the face, I'm fine with it. I just want his name to live on.
And there was a vigil set for tomorrow night at 9:40, about a mile down I-75 from where we are now at 6 Mile. The entire family will be there. We'll put a link to it on clickondetroit.com. Back to you.
Just awful. All right, Grant. Other news at this hour, an Ypsilanti mother has her biggest fears realized right before her eyes last night.
On her way home from work, she came upon an accident between a Washtenaw County Sheriff's Office scout car and a motorcycle. And it turns out that motorcycle belonged to her son, and she quickly discovered he and his girlfriend were badly hurt. Our Rod Maloney spoke to her today.
10:35 last night, just after dusk, Washtenaw County Sheriff's deputies are going south here on Harris at Lester. And for whatever reason, we don't know whether it was for a call or just needing to turn around, made a U-turn right here by the tree at Grace Fellowship Church. And that's when the accident happened. This picture, taken shortly after the accident, shows the motorcycle underneath the scout car. The bike hit with 2 riders on board, 23-year-old Derek Little Jr. and his girlfriend, 21-year-old Heather Dunn. Neither wore a helmet. The collision happened a block from Derek's family home, and his mother, Carrie Krager, came upon the scene and quickly saw.
I noticed the back end of his bike, and I just couldn't. I was like, no, 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 no. And I ran out of the car, and Heather was screaming, and made my way to my son, and he had such shallow breathing. It didn't look like he was breathing at first.
Carrie tells us Heather suffered broken ankles and chest wounds. Derek, more severely injured, had neck injuries and was bleeding.
And I kept yelling at him, please don't stop breathing, please don't die. Please don't stop breathing.
In this emotional scene, EMTs quickly whisked Derek and Heather to St. Joseph Hospital, where Carrie was able to speak with Heather.
Heather said they knew it was coming, and she just closed her eyes and just knew it was coming. There was just nothing that they could do.
Derek underwent emergency surgeries overnight.
He's still unconscious. He's on a breathing tube. He's on a ventilator, and I just been talking. They said he can hear me. He had some tears coming out of his eyes. I'm sure he's just really scared and not know what's going on.
Well, there is a GoFundMe page for this family. In the meantime, Michigan State Police have, in fact, taken over the investigation of this, looking into how this all happened last night. Reporting live, Rod Maloney, Local 4.
All right, Rod. New cases of the coronavirus continue to hold steady. The state reports 162 new cases in the past 24 hours, along with 14 new deaths.
Right now, 60.8% of Michigan adults have received at least one vaccine dose. Travel restrictions for the U.S.-Canada border are going to remain in place for another month.
Yeah, the non-essential international travel restrictions have been extended to July 21st. However, there could be good news on Monday. That's when measures for fully vaccinated Canadians, permanent residents, and others allowed to enter Canada will be announced.
Washtenaw County Administration and Board of Commissioners held a program this morning in observance of Juneteenth.
It happened inside the county building on North Main Street in Ann Arbor. Earlier this month, the board passed a resolution recognizing the significance of Juneteenth and encouraged residents to celebrate and reflect on the history of the holiday. The program included remarks from local youth community members and faith leaders. The promise by the Gilbert Family Foundation to pay the property tax debt of 20,000 Detroiters is already having a big impact.
That was a $500 million pledge from Dan and Jennifer Gilbert, and as Jason Colthorpe reports, it is saving some families from being on the street.
I wanted a beach, and so I made one.
For years as a mortgage specialist, Linda Cardello worked to help people save their houses. She never thought she'd be the one that needed saving.
The accident, threw me into a financial tizzy.
Linda was in a traffic accident and had to leave her job. Before she knew it, she fell $2,300 behind on the taxes on her 90-year-old home in the Boston Edison neighborhood, and it fell into foreclosure.
Could you imagine having to leave your house that you've been in for over a decade and you're not prepared? So it was scary.
Then, almost randomly, she saw Dan Gilbert on TV talking about paying Detroiters property taxes. She called, was approved, and recently got the call she'll never forget.
I went online to the Treasury and looked up, and it was like it was paid. It's like, oh my God, it's really paid. It's like, this is awesome.
This isn't an academic exercise to us. This is real lives.
As Laura Graneman with the Gilbert Family Foundation explains, in addition to covering the outstanding bill, homeowners are connected with the Detroit Tax Relief Fund to help with future tax bills.
It's really important that we're not just eliminating the problem at the highest level, but that we're really reaching the root of the problem for these families.
It was a lifesaver. It's not an overstatement.
So far, they've helped about 1,000 families with their taxes on this, and they've gotten 9,000 more phone calls. So even if all of those are approved, there's still 10,000 families here that can take advantage of this. And Linda's advice is, if you think for a second you might qualify, call the phone number. We've included that and more information with this story at clickondetroit.com. Jason Colthorpe, Local 4.
Great. All right, Jason. Major twist today in the case against former Macomb County prosecutor Eric Smith.
New tonight, a person closely connected to the case pleads guilty, but it's what's coming next that could really blow the lid off the case. Paula.
July 1st is the deadline school districts are looking for to get their budgets done. The question is, will they get guidance from Lansing or not? Well, that all depends on who you talk to, and we're trying to talk to everybody. That story is coming up.
This vacant piece of land in Detroit was once known as Camp Ward, and experts say the training that happened here led to Juneteenth.
I think about what they did and the sacrifices that they had so that I could be here today.
It was part of their freedom, and they wanted to be a part of that. You know, they didn't want to have freedom handed to them. They wanted to participate in it and get it for themselves.
We're taking a closer look at the role black soldiers played during the Civil War.